Welcome to the present moment and thank you for your precious attention. This video is a response to a question that I've had from Diane Nuttman. Thank you for your question. And here's my answer. It's such a powerful question, by the way, and a very poignant one during this time in human history. The question is, if I am working on having a positive focus, where I am more anchored in the possibilities and the potential, and I am changing my lifestyle and I'm doing all the things, I'm doing everything that I can to load and code this new way of being into my life, then how on earth can I hold that space when I go to work and the entire environment is like a pollution in the mental atmosphere? The people, the conversations they have, the food they eat, what they believe in, all of the things that go on at work are an exact opposite to all the things that you're working on. How can you possibly strengthen your structure so that you become an unbotherable now ninja in the war of momenterrorism? Well, are you ready for the answer? I believe that entertainment is the great educator. And I believe by amping up your personal quest with the divine, then you have a chance at really being playful in the quietness and the privateness of this practice when your surroundings do not support you. Now, if you glitched on the word divine, let me be clear with what I mean with that. The word God has such a little glitch to it, and source, maybe a little bit unicorny for some people, love's intelligence. What I want to say is that every day your heart beats, your eyes blink, your hair grows, the sun rises every day. If you scratch yourself, there's all these little micro pharmaceutical crew that come, and they're like paramedics. They come and they sort you out. You have your own pharmaceuticals in your body temple, and that you don't have to participate in this miracle for it to work. So what is the thing or not thing that is governing all of that? For me, that is what the divine is. It is the electrical intelligence that somehow orchestrates all of this magnificence and somewhat chaos, right? And so as you contemplate what that is and you create a relationship with it, where you're waking up every day with a level of reverence because you're alive in this amazing time, and that you are an individualized expression of some sort of cosmic good. No matter which angle you look at that, it is a miracle, and it requires your precious attention and contemplation. And so what I'm saying about this is that as you turn up that conversation of the awe and wonder of reality, and you get very, very interested in that miracle and how you can turn up in that, then in the private space of your own awareness and all of your own systems of intelligence, you start to have this sort of like a lifeline to something larger than the little story that you're living in. And for me, this is the ultimate first base of nowism, is to turn up that conversation. And, I call it the law of awe. That when you are literally living by the law of awe, you don't have time for the mediocrity around you. And even when you see the mediocrity around you, you're so engaged with this playful sort of reverential game that as that person's whinging and moaning, you see them in their wholeness, and you see that they're just a little bit, the truth is being covered up by their facts about what's not working, or they're complaining and blaming and getting into this momentum of momenterrorism. Meanwhile, they too are a miracle. They do have a lot to be grateful for. And so you standing in your game of nowism, in the midst of momenterrorism, you can be gentle with the way that you view other people who haven't asked these questions yet. We're living and straddling right now two paradigms, and you are in the minority. There's a dying paradigm that's happening right now, and it's a lack-based system. People we all grew up in a system that taught us to race, to compete, to protect, to try and dodge the damage. We are not taught to be inspired and enriched and to look for expansion and potential. That's not like the way that our systems have encouraged us to live. And so meanwhile, we're straddling this other paradigm where, due to chaos in the world, in politics, in education systems, our food systems, the rise of pharmaceutical industry and a terrible rise of cancer and this sort of thing, we are now straddling this other paradigm where we're asking new questions. We're questioning the powers that be, and we're bringing the power back home to the present moment, to you and to me. So, in order to answer your question, Diane, it's a long one, isn't it? But your quest is a private one, to be a now ninja, to turn up your own personal romance about what it takes to humorously and playfully stay quietly, powerfully, positively poised while, you're getting bombarded by this negative messaging. It makes for a great story, doesn't it? Free will in time and space, surrounded by momenterrorists, but she's really tuning into the idea sphere where all of this power and poise and confidence and play, ease, flow, generosity, these are qualities that she's tapping into just through her precious attention. That's you, that's me, that is the task at hand. And I hope that every day you can find a way to wake up where you are interested in what are your marching orders today, from the divine. I sent out a message on my subscription list this week about, the message from eternal affairs, not internal affairs, which is also great, but eternal affairs, like what is your quest? Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, because then as you step into these environments of negativity, you're going to have like a new way of perceiving what's going on. And instead of feeling like a victim of it, you'll be able to stand there poised, untouchable, unbotherable, and in fact be able to put your little nuggets down in a non-attached way, which will in fact affect the people around you. This is a powerful time in human history, and we're very glad that you are here to help birth the emerging paradigm, because every day more and more people are waking up. A lot of people are being pushed by pain. Some people are being pushed by vision. But what I know for sure is that as we do what we can to acclimatize in this space, you're not going to notice that you're a minority anymore, because you're so busy being in your own romance that just around you, just from your presence, just from your playful poise, more and more people are going to wake up around you just from your powerful presence. Isn't that fun to know? I hope it was helpful. The takeaway really is be light about it, and turn up your message with the divine. Turn up your relationship with the divine. I'm Kat Dawes. Send me a message and a question and all of the things. My curriculum is starting to rock, and I hope that you're going to join me. So I look forward to your message. Boom.